Welcome to the Alex and Jim Show. We are today in the capital of the land of Germany.
In Berlin.
In Berlin. We are right now standing in front of the Reichstag, which is the German parliament, and this is an amazing location right here.
It really is just an awesome location. I mean, to my left is the Sony Center, which is within walking distance. To my right is a brand new Hauptbahnhof in Berlin, and it's a couple years old, but it is really worth checking out.
Right,
it's really cool.
And from there you can see like over all of the city. It's very, very amazing place. Behind the camera there's the Bundesland where Ms. Merkel lives.
Just hanging out.
Hey there, let's see, there's the Brandenburg Gate over there. Behind the Reichstag, a little bit further, is the Alexanderplatz, where the Fernsehturm is, you know, the TV tower.
And then, what's that river called?
Die Spree, exactly.
The Spree, which has a really cool, you know, this like sandbar and this boat cruises you can take.
People hanging out there.
Just having a good time.
Huge like park area where people are just enjoying life. I really, really like it.
You know, it's so cool just to see people hanging out, you know, drinking beer, playing frisbee, soccer, whatnot, just on the government's lawn.
It's very true.
Just having a good time.
And actually, like the road that crosses parallel here is the road where the Love Parade happened. Well, it used to happen. It's not in Berlin anymore, but that's over there. Die Straße des 17. Juni. So, little insight about Berlin there.
It's a great location.
Great location. We didn't just want to talk about Berlin. We wanted to talk about the differences between the American states and the German states, between the states and the Bundesland.
And I think if you're a foreigner, German, European, whatever, you come to the United States, something that you may need to know is each state, we have very different laws, and a lot of times it's just little everyday things.
Right.
Or
the death penalty.
Well, yeah, or something as big as the death penalty. Exactly. You know,
all things, you know, like what is it? Turning right on red, you know, in the car.
Yeah, or I mean, alcohol laws, gambling laws, marijuana laws. They all vary in states. And I think it's neat too because in the states, I mean, states have a lot more power.
They do. Like Texas.
Yeah. Did you say Texas or taxes?
I guess both.
Both? Yeah, they both have power. but they do, and I think that's a little different in Germany.
It really is. I mean, you know, we are divided into 16 states, Germany is 16 Bundesländer, and the states, they have power, like, I think a lot of power over education, over the education system, and I think about like the police and like the, I guess, security kind of thing. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what the states have a lot of power about. Besides that, not so much. It's more really like a federal state. Like the central government here in Berlin, they basically overrules the state law in many cases.
That's kind of true. In the U.S., like one example is the drinking age is 21 in the U.S., but that's actually held by the states. And the states can make the drinking age anything they want to.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but if they do that, if they change it, you know, to 21 to 18, then the feds are going
to... The federal government?
Yeah, they're going to actually charge the state and like cut their, you know, one of their funds, like their education fund or, you know, roads fund. And so they penalize you if you go below 21. But it's a state power. So like for years, Louisiana was 18 because they just could make the money back up from
selling all the alcohol,
and
taxing it.
Yeah. So that's a little example right there.
Super interesting.
I mean, Americans are very passionate about this issue. I mean, we even had a war over this issue. Yeah. And so it's something that even now in today's politics, people are constantly talking about state power versus, you know, federal government power. And so it's a big deal in the United States on which side you're really for.
I mean, we can name it, I think. Like,
yeah, I mean, Republicans, more state power.
Right, want the states keep as independent as possible.
And then Democrats, more federal power than the states would like.
And that's a constant issue in the U.S., isn't it? I mean,
it really is. It's always been there. I mean, and so...
And the Civil War was, you know, that was what it was about.
Another name for the Civil War is the war between the states. And so, yeah, it's a very passionate issue. I mean, you flip on our news and you see, you know, these people with just two complete opposite views of what should happen.
So that's it from the Reichstag here in Berlin. We're gonna head into the city and I guess get a good old Berlin currywurst or like a döner.
Oh, I'm so hungry. It sounds good to me.
So we hope we could give you a little insight about states and the Bundesländer, and we're gonna see you soon.
Y'all take it easy.
Cheers. doing that thing.
It's kind of harder than it looks, isn't it?
It's pretty heavy, actually. That works.
I would kill so many people doing that.